on ESPN. Tonight, we are in Dallas, Texas, on the campus of SMU. Students are getting ready. This is a big game. Number 2 team in the country's in town, the Houston Cougars, at 11-1, first place in the American, taking on the SMU Mustangs. Double overtime at Wichita State, and Houston has won the tip. Take a look at the starting five for Houston. Sasser and Shed, their all-star backcourt. There's Sasser, his first Smith. 3-on-2 SMU with the break, and that is Williamson with our first bucket of the game.
Out of his chair. Rob Lanier talked about rebound. You can see early they're doing a good job blocking out.
Jalen Smith, the soft. Talking about back in January, Houston won by 24. It wasn't really even that close. And for SMU, trip in Hawaii, a good win against Tulsa to start the season. That was really a wake-up call for this SMU team.
They've kept their positive energy. They're still playing with a lot of confidence despite their record.
Cheney off the bench, backdoor cut, first bucket for Houston.
A good movement of the basketball, and that's
a 4-2 start for SMU here. Sasser from downtown rips down the net.
See, that's the problem as we get caught ball watching. When you're guarding Marcus Sasser, you have to be right up on his shoe tops on the catch.
Double teaming in the post, so the man is open on the wing. Extra passing. Look at Houston recover, though. Inside, ODG with the finish.
Well, that is just excellent ball movement by SMU. They know excellent offensive movement.
F.E. ODG, the graduate transfer. Coach Lanier told us about him. Starting conference play, changed his attitude, became a team player, and that's when his team took off. There's Tremont Mark knocking down a three.
Again, another one aware of where the defense is. They move the ball from side to side so quick it never touches the floor.
Nuttall, hounded by Mark. Williamson with the cut, high off the glass, and it goes.
Maryland tonight, so SMU clearly is an elite team and a #1 seed to this point. Excuse me, Houston.
Correct. Williamson, he rips down the nylon. SMU up by 2.
Well, Houston again, couldn't get it to go home.
Robert scored last time he touched it here. Going to work on the block, throwing it up and in. Joanna Roberts making them pay.
That's half court. And the thing they really do well is they do not gamble. They're fundamentally so sound.
Todorovic blocked by Sharp. Phelps driving hard, and he finishes with the left hand.
We didn't see that in the first matchup in Houston because they're he wants you to either pass it, dribble it, or shoot it quickly, but he's more upset now about their defense.
Yeah, we saw him pretty animated in the break in that last timeout, talking to his guys. Oh, Roberts caught a body. Hey now.
He's highly regarded, but with short steps and teaching him the Houston way and what Kelvin Sampson wanted, and he really has learned and developed quickly.
I mean, a hook shot like that, he has developed that game here at Houston.
That won't get it done for SMU. Zurk Phelps, that's just way too quick. You know, no pass half-court possessions will kill you against Houston.
Sharp, the freshman, second chance, and there's Walker with the tip-in.
Again, in a short period of time, Jarris Walker is showing, spot him up on the three-point line. If not, they'll use his power in the lane.
ODG, he splits the D and goes reverse for the lay-in.
Different. Let's go. Congratulations on the gig. ESPN once again showing they know what they're doing. Hiring you, broadcast the initial season, and if it's not college hoops, it will be a little spring football.
What a no-look pass by Walker inside to Javier Francis.
Why he's one of the best coaches in the game is that he didn't panic at halftime of that game, and nice job by Nuttall. Phelps keeps picking his dribble up. He needs to attack to the rim.
This time he takes the three, leaves it short, rebound goes to Walker. SMU calling out defensive assignments in transition. Shed saw the breakdown and goes right to the bucket.
Well, and then we'll slow when it's time and get everybody involved in the offense.
There's Shed with the steal. Hey now! Jamal Shed with a breakaway jam. He's hounded by Sasser. Throws up a tough shot. Sharp will find Shed in transition. He'll pull up and nail the three. For SMU, this is their biggest game of the year.
You know, it's an overused word, John, but culture is so important.
Plus the foul, FVODG.
His language. You know, they're giving the message of the team that he wants every moment, every minute, and that's when you come into this program, that's how it's built. And so they're not going to worry about anybody's best shot. They're going to be ready.
Walker, free throw jumper with a hand in his face, nails it.
One dribble into the gap, find an angle, balance it up, and knock it home.
There's Walker, 3 of 5 from the field. He's got 6 points. In the paint, nice slip by ODG.
Yeah,
the assist goes to Nuttall.
Nice spacing, and here's weak side rotations, and here comes some subs because Kelvin Sampson did not like that easy bucket, but give SMU credit. Good job running that two-man game in the middle of the floor.
From the corner, that's Sharp, and he'll nail the three.
20 degrees in Connecticut today, and that means golf for Jordan Cornett.
It is not 70 degrees here in Dallas. It was a cold day here. But we got a good one inside. Nuttall knocks down a three for SMU. Gets the lead back.
Not happy, not enough pressure on the perimeter, but Nuttall's a tough player because if you get too tight on him, he will dribble drive it into the gap.
How about this? A little 2-3 zone from SMU defensively.
I like it. You've got to mix it up. You cannot let Houston feel comfortable, but there are issues SMU are on the offensive end right now.
Roberts found the soft spot and it rolls in.
Well, that's the problem. When you don't play a lot of time, just too easy in the middle of the floor for Roberts. The 5-man did not step up and protect.
Nuttall with the blow-by, finishes in traffic.
Well, that's a good...
Picks up his dribble, 9 on the shot clock. They get it back to the freshman, and look at that shot from the outside.
Walker loose.
He missed the bunny. 10-point lead for Houston. Shed, little hesitation dribble, gets to the rack.
Game in the middle, Shed all the way to the rim.
Just like that. So there goes Shed, gets to the rim, high off the glass, and it goes. And that's how the first half will end. Houston first half, also nobody on the bench for SMU has scored tonight. Shed throwing it up, oh baby! Jamal Shed put that on SportsCenter.
Jamal Shed even had that so quickly on the backside.
Sasser slipping free on the wing. He nails the three.
Pinpoint passing right into the pocket.
Nuttall with the head fake, and he nails the three.
The attack.
SMU with numbers. Phelps puts on the turbos for the lay-in. Chaney jumping around. He's so open. Finds Sasser on the outlet. Woo! Sasser. This game's starting to speed up. In transition, Phelps, he'll knock down the three. Sharp sets his feet. Bang, bang. Emmanuel Sharp.
Really good job of protecting the three-point line in that zone.
That was like a park move. Track down his own miss. Sasser finds Walker for the three. Houston, first one, all the loose balls in this second half.
Well, there's no let up. You're up 20, there's no let up because that guy on the sideline thinks the score is 0-0, and those players better think that as well.
Ooh, Sasser, a crossover. That was just nasty.
Maybe a little deep for Kelvin Sampson's liking, but the freshman certainly has played well. He plays so hard. He's picked up the culture very quickly.
Williamson from the elbow. Williamson all alone. Shed, floater in the lane, it goes.
Well, Shed was waiting for the next extra pass, but nobody came to protect.
First 10 minutes of this game, it was tight. I mean, it was tied. SMU was in it. What changed?
Well, Houston imposed their will. They got refocused, especially on the defensive end of the floor, and got tight on the guards on the outside, made the guards feel uncomfortable, and kind of took away with.
All pulls down his fourth rebound. Phelps cut off by Sasser. Decides to go to his left. And it's tipped up and in.
Well, SMU, to their credit, has not shut it down, and not that I thought they would, but Houston can make you feel like you want to shut it down, but they continue to attack.
ODG for weeks. Williamson gets the rebound out to Nuttall on the wing. And there's Phelps with the follow.
Winning, which he did big time in the second to the man. Actually, they're falling back into the zone.
Phelps knocks down the three. Sasser trapped in the corner. And he dribbles out of it and draws the foul.
That's one place you don't. 3-2 defense, which they rarely play, but at the end of the games.
For the moment, you'll see it next year on ESPN2 after we go final in Dallas.
All right, thank you so much. Under 90 seconds to play here in Dallas. Houston was up by as many as 23 here in the second half. SMU has made a run, but they could not cut it to single digits.
Houston went back to the zone for one possession and one made three, and that was enough for Kelvin Sampson to see.
1 minute to play. Reach and foul called against Williamson. That'll send Sasser back to the.
You're doing the XFL, so that's your alley. I don't know anything about that. Oh, guy, John. Now,
and one of the best at it. That's why I just asked you the questions.
But I can't get Kelvin Sampson to talk basketball. He doesn't need to say anything. This team needs to just go out on the floor, because every night they find a way to impress.
Phelps attacking, finishing, plus the foul. Line to try to convert the three-point play. Free throw line tonight. 14 for 24 for SMU. Cheney all alone. Shot clock turned off.
Well, I don't care who you are, what league you're in. Doesn't matter. When you go on the road and can win by double digits, you're a good basketball team, and Houston is better than that. They are excellent.
Houston will hold it off. They will move to 24-2 on the season. The #2 team in the country. An 80-65 win over SMU.